Good morning and welcome to day 33 of walking from Mexico to Canada along the Pacific Crest Trail. My name is Prime and I'm walking 2,650 miles to raise money for Combat Stress, a charity that helps out our military veterans. Managed to find a good spot last night for camping. It was right out of the wind, so that always helps, especially in a wind farm when it's incredibly windy. Today I'm going to try and push 20 miles. The highway towards the Tehachapi is 28. 20 done today, then it's 8 tomorrow, and then I do an in and out into Tehachapi. I'm gonna head to my first water supply. I didn't drink a lot last night because it was quite chilly. Despite pushing pretty hard and do the 20 miles last night, I've still got plenty of water. But I'm gonna head there, see what's happening, and then I'll assess what I'm doing after that. Right, let's roll out. I was really happy I managed to get to 20 miles last night. I think I got to 20 miles just after 1 o'clock, so I was able to set my tent up and get some sleep. Bit of a lie in this morning, my alarm went off and I just ignored it, so I didn't get up until about 8 o'clock, but I did need the sleep. It was a good night, terrain was good, there was no shade, so I definitely recommend doing it in the dark. It would have been much more fun if there was a group of us, but not to be. I'm on my own again. Looking forward to getting to the Tehachapi tomorrow. I'll have to look at my time scale and see how I'm getting on. That'll determine if I do an in and out or if I treat myself and have a Nero. It would be nice to have a Nero, get showered, cleaned, have a proper bed for one night. It really depends on time. I would like to get to Kennedy Meadows and spend a couple of days there, so if it means doing an in and out to the Tehachapi, I have more time in Kennedy, then it's what I'll be doing. It's a good little spot. Alright. Sort myself out of water and then we'll continue on. Had a nice little stop at the creek there. Bumped into one of the hikers from Hikertown last night, and he had started the night hike before me. But caught up, had a chat, and I'm pushing on. I'm heading towards a campsite which is about 5 miles away. I'm hoping there's some shade there and I'll probably have lunch if I can make it that far. It is getting quite late, it's about 11 o'clock. So if I get there before it, so if I don't quite make it, it's fine as long as I can find some shade. I've got enough water for my lunch. So from the creek, there's also water about 7.5 miles away, so water cache. So after lunch, that's where we'll be heading, replaying, and then I will sort myself out. And then I'll see what I'm doing after that. Really not a lot of water in this section, so just take care. Terrain's a little bit easier, and there's a little bit of a breeze, but I'll see how I get on. Snake on the trail. Don't think he's a rattler. Hey pal. You're handsome. Here you are. Let's see what he does. I think he knows I'm here. Let's see if he moves off. Go, 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 go. Go pal, go, go, go. Well done. Stay in the shade. Awesome. Right. Now I can continue on. Check him out. I walked right past him. Like, he didn't rattle until I was just passing him. I just got past him. Fucking hell. That is the closest I've been to a rattlesnake. Right, pal, I'm gonna leave you alone. Jeez. That was really close. I mean, he was well within striking distance. You wouldn't even have to strike that far. Rattled. I moved past fast. And then, yeah, he's just there. Just let me know. They do say on trail, you walk past more rattlers than you actually see. And if he hadn't rattled, I'd have walked right past him without even knowing. Whew. Right. Now what we've got to do is find a sheltered spot to have my lunch. I'm not going to make the campsite, and I don't even know if the campsite's got shade either, so there's not a lot out here. It's really just try to find some sort of bush or something, try and get in. There is a breeze, so it's not as bad as it could be, but I still don't want to sit in direct sun, not in the middle of the desert. Got another signing book here. I think I'll put my name in the book again. Let's see who's getting ahead of me. So I've just come down, there's a campsite here, and there's water that's not mentioned on the map. That's amazing. There's not a lot of shade. There might be some up the gully. I'll have a look. But there's water. That is good. Alright, all I need now is to find a little bit of shade to get in. This is the glamour of hiking in the desert. I've got my jacket over the top of a bush, so I'm trying to get some shade while I have my lunch. Luckily there's a little stream here, so that makes things better. There's a breeze coming through, but there's really no shade here. I've made the best of it like I can. At least I've got some. So this is a good place to stop for lunch. It's just a shame there wasn't any more shade. I'm going to push 3.7 miles. There's a campsite and apparently quite a lot of water there, about 20 gallons. So I'm going to push there, replenish, and then push on from there. Hope you save some water for me.
I am barely. There's like 2 gallons in there.
Cool.
2 and almost 3.
The lady that runs the water cache there, she just turned up, checked the water, so they're going to hopefully fill it up tomorrow. It's a good area. I wish that my timing was better and I'd pushed further up. And I could have used it as a campsite because there's lots of chairs and tables and stuff. It's really cool. But unfortunately, I need to push on. Campsites are pretty sparse ahead. So they're either too close or too far away. So I'm going to push 4.2 miles as a kind of track junction. The contours look alright, so I'll see what that area looks like. And if I feel good, I'll continue to push on. Ideally, I would like to get the 6 miles, but it's getting late. But we'll see how the terrain goes. Right, it's been a hard day. The terrain at the start, all the way up after lunch, wasn't great. Narrow tracks. Lots of sand sliding off, part of the trail being gone for quite a lot of it. So it wasn't So it wasn't an easy day. And then I got a lot of elevation again. So I haven't got the 20 miles, got over 16. So I found a good spot in the sun. A bit windy, but there's a few trees and stuff that I can use to block the wind. So I'm gonna get set up. So not exactly the day I had planned. I didn't get as nearly as far as I hoped, but I did get 16.5 miles. So not the 20, but it's better than nothing. I was extremely tired from yesterday, and I did push pretty hard yesterday with over 30 miles done. So let's have a look at my stats. So as I said, I did over 16 miles. My ascent was 4,400. My descent, 2,382. So a bit of elevation there, and the terrain wasn't particularly great. It kind of slowed us all down. Tomorrow I am hoping to push to the road and get a hitch into Tehachapi. I was going to do it in and out, but I've looked at my time scale and I can afford a Nero in town. That means I can get some town food, I can get some uploading done, I can get some laundry done. There's lots of things I can do in Tehachapi. So I'm going to head down there and see if I find a hotel once I get into town. Gonna have my dinner now. I'm absolutely knackered. I'm just sitting in the last of the sun, just trying to stay warm before I get into bed. Long, hard couple of days. I think I deserve the rest. So if you like the content, please like, share and subscribe, and above all else, help out combat stress. And I'll see you in the morning for another day on the PCT.